Good morning. This is Glenn Andrews of the Life Doctrines. I haven't recorded anything here in the last couple of days. I've been busy in a webinar, studying, getting my education on as usual. I'm always looking to improve myself, learn from others, and that's a continuous process. That's ongoing. I will always continue to do that to the day I can't read and to the day I can't hear. I will always take in information and learn and improve and be better. And as a human being, that's what we all must do. I spent this weekend, as I said, doing a webinar. Fantastic information. Also, I don't watch any TV, so I kind of get news off the internet and through, I guess, social media, which I don't know if that's good or bad. But I'm smart enough and intelligent enough now to be able to filter through what's I guess we call fake news now versus real news. One of the things that I've been doing on all my platforms and posting and sharing is a sunrise and the time 4:17, and it has so many ironies. There's a young man here in Georgia who goes by, I think it's Shut Up and Train, who's a personal trainer, and a friend of mine follows a young lady friend of mine who's a trainer, business partner, former coworker, now business partner. She was familiar with him. I had never heard of him before, and she had been telling me about him, and she sent me a link with something he had said one morning about, going out and grasping this world and doing what you need to do. And I was very, very impressed with the young man. So I just kind of looked into his bio, who he was, see that he was a family man, had kids, and he was doing his thing. But one of the things that stood out to me, because prior to me receiving that link that she sent me, was me telling my wife, for whatever reason, I'm waking up at 4:17 in the morning. That number just keeps standing out, 4:17, 4:17. Now, I wake up early because my son is on the West Coast, I'm on the East Coast. He has a night job and he's in school. So I can kind of, oddly enough, with all this technology we have, I can know when he's at work, know when he's at school, and just knows he's okay. With everything that's going on with young African American men, I want to know where my son is and also my daughter. I want to know where my son, daughter, wife, my family is at all times. They can also know where I'm at all times. So we have this whole technology thing to keep track of each other. If something was to happen, hopefully nothing will happen. And so I always just wake up around 4 to 4:30, and I just check, see that he's made it home, made it to his apartment, and he does. But I was telling my wife, 4:17 just stands out for me. 4:17 just stands out for me. So coming forward, a couple of days later, my friend sends me the link, and I'm reading behind Shut Up and Train. I think his name is Grayson, and I look into his information in his page, and I see that he gets up early every morning and heads out to go get on this hustle and grind. And I was like, whoa, that's something else. That's kind of what I've always done. And as I'm older, I'm probably 20, 30 years older than he is, but I see this young man is doing this early thing, and I see 4:17 and 4:22, and I'm like, wow, okay, I like this. I like this young guy. I like him. So me and that friend was talking a little bit later, and it had arisen that there were some female clients who couldn't handle his intensity, his tenacity, and his just going out and get it and conveying that in his training method. And one of the things for me was I understood him because that's how I am. You know, one of the things working with different clients and different individuals and working around people, you have these different personalities, personality A, B, C, D, whatever the case may be. And sometimes a client and a trainer or a client and a coach are not a right fit. That's without question. However, the bigger picture is some individuals need hand holding. And if you're going to a coach, whether it be for fitness or professional or personal development, and you're looking for hand holding, that's a stretch. And it's really a stretch when you're dealing with someone in the fitness world, because for the most part, you're going to be doing things that's going to demand a lot from you from a mindset standpoint. And I won't even call it motivation. The end goal is to get you in shape. And are you willing to do what's needed and required to get to that point? And so I understand that young man. He thinks like me. I think like him. But what was so significant to me was the idea of 417. And for me, the 417 and I will is my platform. It is my platform. It is my voice. They are the two things that stands out for me, because I have always never wanted to just lay in a bed and lounge. And what I mean by that is I'm always happy and blessed to get another day. Secondly, I've always wanted to wake up and do what was needed in that day, though I may have gotten misdirected and may not have had a good plan for what needed to be done and executed that day. Instead of waiting and letting time slip away, I realize, and everyone should realize, every time that clock tick, you don't get those moments back. So the significance of 417 for me is one, getting out of bed, doing what you need to do, attacking the day. Don't let the day take over you. And two, it's about my family. It's about me getting up, rising, checking on my son, me doing the things I need to do for my wife and kids. I got a daughter as well as I'm married. And the 417 is just two numbers. I will is just two words. But you grab hold or grasp something that motivates you, that gets you to move, that gets you to do the things you need to do every day. So with that being said, find something. Find something in a word, in a phrase, and find you some numbers. Not like a lottery pick. If that's what you want to do, that's well and good. But for me, 417 stands out. I will is what I'm about. And so I suggest you find you something as simple as a couple of numbers, your kids' birthdays. Just find you something simple to grasp on to when some days you don't feel like doing a certain thing, or you being tested and challenged and you're running up against some obstacles. Let simple phrases and simple words do something for you, because I can tell you 417 a.m. and I will is priceless to me. It's priceless. This is Glenn Andrews, the Life Doctrines, just giving you a little bit of words of wisdom for this good Monday morning. Signing out.